Hi, good afternoon. Sorry, I was just looking to know that I started recording. Good afternoon, and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you guys so much for, always watching my videos. I'm really grateful. Thank you so much. So, I am back with another video about narcissistic personality disorder. I don't know, I keep talking about it lately. But yes, we have to create an awareness. We have to let people know what is going on. A lot of people are in a relationship with a narcissist and they keep wondering, they're living miserable. Keep wondering what they've done wrong, what is happening, whether they are the ones with the problems. So that is why I am making this video, so that a lot of people will know what they are into. When you know what your problem is, you know how to handle your problem. So that is why I am making these videos, okay? So in today's video, I am going to be sharing why the narcissist wants to isolate you. Okay, if you've been with a narcissist, you know that you suffer from isolation. A lot of people, you don't get close to people, or people have this bad perspective about you because they've not really come close, to know who you are. So now I want to share why the narcissist wants to isolate you. Meanwhile, first of all, have you ever gone out with your narcissistic spouse, and then there at the place, at the venue, a lot of people seems to be withdrawn from you, and then instead they are kind of connecting with your narcissistic spouse, kind of being friendly, laughing and happy and gisting with them, and then when they come to you, they're like, oh no. Okay, have you ever been through that? Let me tell you how this happens. Meanwhile, on your way to the venue, let's assume you're just going to a party with your narcissistic spouse, or you're even going to visit a friend, on your way to this place, he's going to try to work you up, get you agitated, angry. How will he do this? He's going to try and start up an argument. There are different forms, but I'm just giving you this one. He'll try and start up an argument with you, and at the end of the day, he start abusing you, calling you names, telling you, bad stuff, and you're just going to get so worked up and angry and irritated, and and then when you get to that place, when you're not happy, it will show all over you that you're not happy, even no matter how hard you try to pretend. And then when you get there, you're just going to sit down, probably calculating what happened on the road, maybe why this happened, why that happened, why he called you names, why did he say my mother is this, why did he say my father is that. You just be reminiscing on what happened or what transpired on your way. And the funny part, when you get there, he's just going to switch immediately. When you look at him, you're just going to doubt that you actually had a heated argument with this same person on the road. So he's just going to switch into this happy, calm, loving, friendly, man. And then you start laughing with people, start talking with people, gisting. You might even start up and go and greet this person and laugh and gist and talk, while you're just sitting there, miserable, unhappy, probably thinking about all the things that transpired on the way, and then he's just so happy. Has it ever happened to you before? Now I'm sure you're going to be wondering, what does it stand to achieve? His aim is to remove you from the spotlight. His aim, let's assume, if you're the beautiful type, you're the one that is very beautiful, that when somebody sees you, that is great, just know you're beautiful. If there's a way you could take out those beauty, just take out your beauty, it would have been the fastest thing he would do. But if you're the type that because you're beautiful, you can't take that one away, so the best thing is to damage you emotionally so that you can't glow. You can't be happy. You can't express yourself. You can't be, make friends. You can't show off positive vibes. You can't be in the spotlight. Because when you're beautiful and happy, you're in the spotlight. You just be giving off positive vibes. People just like you. People just want to be close to you. But he doesn't want that. So he wants to isolate you. He wants people to look at you and like, oh, what is wrong with this person? Oh, this man must be putting up so much with this kind of bigger person. How come? How did he even marry this kind of woman? Every time she's always unhappy. She's always looking depressed and miserable. And they're going to be like, this man is such a good guy. I mean, look at him. He's so very happy and, friendly. What must be his wife's problem? Nah, his wife, this man is suffering in the hands of his wife. You see? So he does exactly what he wants for you. He doesn't want you to be friendly, be happy, and make friends. So he wants all those positive attention to himself and not to you. So people will be saying this man is such a good man and happy man. Okay, I remember a friend of mine who experienced the narcissistic personality disorder, relationship and blah blah blah. She shared one thing that kind of reminded me of something. I'll actually share my own experience in my next video, but for now, let me just share hers. She said she didn't have friends for a very long time because her husband would always, come in between. She never knew that her husband was always going behind her to, influence her friends, to either she tell them that she said this, she said that, she did this, and somehow those friendships didn't last. So she was isolated both from her family members. She used to be friends, like good for her. She used to have good rapport, good friendship with her elder brother, but everything just changed. So one day, one particular friend of hers came to the house, uninvited, and she didn't say she was coming. She just stopped by, and she needed a shoulder to cry on, and she was just telling her how she was having relationship problems and all that, blah 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 blah. And then she was just there consoling her. As she was just consoling this friend of hers, her husband was calling her. Her husband was in the same house, but he was in the room, calling her, calling her, calling her. She just silenced her phone, and he was sending messages, tell her to go, ask her to leave, tell her to leave this place. And there was no way she could tell this friend of hers to leave. It's just not possible. You can't tell your visitor, your guest to leave for no reason, especially when that visitor is broken and needs a shoulder to cry on. So she kept silencing the messages until the visitor left. When the visitor left, he came with so much anger. You've ruined the night, you've ruined our day, you've done this, you'd have just discharged her, you'd have just asked her to leave, you'd have just done this. And my friend was like, the night is still young, we can still, connect or something. There was no way I could have just asked her to leave. You could have done that. And he was so unhappy that he spoiled the rest of the night. So tell me, what does it stand to gain? Is it not to isolate you? Probably if she had asked her friends, oh, please, my husband, please come and be going. We are going out. I mean, what excuse is she supposed to give? So if she had done that, I bet you her husband would have, probably called her like, you're leaving so early. Why are you going now? To make his wife look bad. So my point is, these are subtle ways that narcissistic spouse try to isolate you. Mine even went as far as telling me that my sister did this, my sister did that, my sister is going to be a bad influence on me, my sister is going to influence me badly. And this sister of mine is not older than me. I am way a lot more older than her. She's my little sister. So this sister of mine, who I should be the one influencing, will not be the one influencing me. So he kept doing that, and when he saw that it wasn't working, he became so angry. You know what he did next? If you want to find out what he did next, look out for my next video. I'll be sharing more tips about narcissistic personality disorder. Okay, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to share this video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.